Hi everyone, I'm making this video for all the PR holders of Canada and Canadian citizens who wish to apply and invite their parents on a super visa. A super visa is a type of visitor visa which is of course different from a regular visitor visa. On a regular visitor visa you can come on a multiple entry and stay each time for a period of up to 6 months, whereas on a super visa you can come multiple times and stay for a period of up to 2 years. The super visa is only issued to the parents or the grandparents of Canadian PR holders and the Canadian citizens. So if I go to canada.ca website and check the menu, go to the immigration and click on visit. If I'm looking out if I require a visa to travel or not. Now this is to be looked out on behalf of the parents. The parents will be traveling with a document which is passport. This document is an Indian document in our case. The parent is neither a dual citizen of Canada nor the parent is a green card holder of Canada. The parent is visiting Canada for a tourism purpose, for traveling and visiting family purposes, and they are visiting children, and then they intend to stay for a period of more than 6 months. Only then they are eligible to apply for super visa. Now to cut short all of this, you require certain documents before you submit the application of super visa. Now what are those documents and why am I telling you this? My name is Rajat Sharma and I have recently assisted my mother in applying super visa. My sibling who stays in Canada invited my mother and hence she applied a super visa. Now what are the documents you require and what is the process of applying? We will discuss all of that in this particular video. I request you to please give me this thumbs up to this video and subscribe to my channel for more such updates. This super visa we have applied in the month of November 2020 and we have attained this visa in the month of February 2021. Yes, even during pandemic we were able to get this visa within a span of 3 to 4 months, and you can get it even sooner. I'll tell you how. However, if you check the processing times of super visa on Canada's website, it is showing more than 450 days. So what are the documents you require for applying for super visa and how you can expedite the process? Let's discuss. Okay. Now these are the sum of 12 documents which you need to upload to the GCKey account. First of all, you have to create and sign up for an account on Canada's website. You have to create a GCKey and link that GCKey to your parents' email ID. You have to create an account by answering few questions, their name, their passport number and few basic things, and you create an ID. After creating that ID, you will apply for a super visa where you will be asked to upload all these documents and then pay for the super visa fees. These are the documents. Document number 1, application for visitor visa. This IMM 5257 document will be provided to you when you log in to the IRCC GCKey account. This is nothing but the basic details of the parents, their name, their spouse's name, their address, what they're doing in their home country, the basic information, how much money they want to bring to Canada and other stuff. A side note here, the parent does not need to show proof of funds because on a super visa, the child who is a PR holder or a Canadian citizen is inviting and taking responsibility for the parents. So they do not have to show proof of funds in this particular type of visa. Second, passport. This is of course the most essential document without which you cannot apply for a visa. Your parents must have a valid passport. And a side note here as well, kindly ensure the validity of the passport is quite sufficient and is not expiring anytime soon. If it is expiring anytime soon, make sure you renew it. The validity of the passport preferably should be above 6 or 7 years because it's a long-term visa, and on each visa you can stay for 2 years. So make sure the validity is there. If it is not or it is about to expire, try to renew it. You have to do this before you start applying for this visa. Third, invitation letter. This invitation letter can be handwritten or typed one. It has to be written by the children who is, or the child who is staying in Canada, who is a PR holder in Canada. This letter should state all the information of the child who is inviting, their name, their date of birth, their passport number, their PR number, their address, their work, everything, designation, everything. This should also include the details of the parents, their name, what is the relationship of a particular name. Let's say if the person is a mother or a father, what are they doing, their respective date of birth, their address, their passport number, everything. This should also include the reason why you wish to invite the parent. Whether you wish to invite for travel tourism purposes, don't mention that because we are in pandemic. Don't write travel and tourism. Write reunification. Write emotional connection, bonding, meeting after so many years. You can also, and you should also write down an undertaking that you are going to take care of the entire tour or stay of your parent, right from ticketing to their stay, to the supplies, housing, food, groceries, medicines, everything. You are going to take care of your parents. And this letter should be signed, should have your contact number, and this letter should be attached or supported by the documents such as your attested bank statements, your DL or latest utility bills, right? It should also have details of all the accounts you might have in Canada, your own account or the account you might have under your company's name. So everything supporting document should be there in the invitation letter. Very important document. This letter should be in a form of PDF. Then digital photo. Digital photo, of course, a latest current photograph of your parent in a specified format asked by IRCC. You can find out the format once you sign into the account. Medical insurance coverage. The most important document for super visa, because super visa is the only visa for parents which entitles them to stay for over 6 months and up to 2 years. So this medical insurance should be at least of 1 year. It should be covering you for at least 1 year and for at least 1 lakh Canadian dollars. The premium is somewhere ranging between 2,000 to 3,000 Canadian dollars if you take zero deductible, and make sure you're taking zero deductible. Don't take a cheap policy. Do not take a cheap policy by paying lesser premium and having higher deductibles, because that will not instill the confidence in the visa officer. They might think you are not capable to take care of your parents if you can't even purchase a $2,000, $3,000 policy. So make sure you're purchasing the policy well in advance of applying for the visa. The date of the policy, however, can be tentative. You can just add 3 or 4 months from now and apply for a policy and tell that your parents are traveling on this date. You can always change this date later on. Once they get their tickets booked, once they get their visa, you can always change that date. Next, assuming the PR holder is there in Canada for more than 1 year and they have been working and paying taxes, they might have received notice of assessment. Now this is a document which will tell the gross income, the gross annual income in the previous assessment year, and the TDS of the previous year, payable or deducted, whatever the case may be. So this document must also be attached with this application of Super Visa. Document number 7, purpose of travel. Now, purpose of travel should be a statement written by your parent, typed or handwritten, stating why they wish to visit Canada, stating how strong ties they have back to their home countries, if they have their wealth, their capital, their properties in their home country, whether they have their family in the home country, and they promise to return to their home country within the specified period of time. They are not with the intention of staying permanently. You should attach supporting documents along with this purpose of travel. You should attach perhaps copies of your houses or properties, copy of your bank statements, and other stuff. Family information. Again, this form you can download once you log into your GCKey account. This family information is of your parent parents information, your parent siblings information, your parent children information, except you. Apart from you, if there are other children, so their information as well. Information such as what are their names, what are their date of births, where they're living right now, what are they doing right now, business, student, profession, what else you have to select. And if they are deceased, then date of death and the city of death. Proof of relationship. This is a very straightforward document. You have to attach your passport, the person who is living in Canada, the PR holder, the Canadian citizen, the children, their passport which has their parents' name, which should resonate and match with the name written on the parents' passport. If they are matching, your work is done. Or another document which share the common address such as a marriage certificate. So any such document which can display the same name of parents or a shared address will do. Inviter's employment letter. Document number 10. So the PR holder or the citizen who's inviting their parent should also attach their employment letter. The letter does not matter is of a contractual job or a permanent job. It does not matter. But they should attach this letter along with the application. Proof of upfront medical exam. Many of you do not select this, but I would encourage you to select this because for a super visa, the parent has to go through this. Anybody who is visiting Canada for a period of more than 6 months must go through this medical examination. You can find out the centers of this medical examination on the canada.ca website in your city. Let's say in my city, there were almost 10 to 15 hospitals or clinics where this test was conducted. It cost somewhere around 5 to 6,000 rupees and it's a 30 minutes test. They test your blood, they test your weight, your eyesight, your urine sample, other things, basic stuff. They do not disclose the result to you. They will send the results directly to IRCC within 2 days. They will only give you a receipt and you have to attach that receipt here in the application form. You should get it done before you start applying for this super visa. And then there's a declaration which you will get once you sign into your GCKey. This declaration is that you do not have any political affiliations, you do not have any criminal background or a case back in your home country, you have no connections with the military and other things. So all these documents must be attached once you apply for super visa. They will be asked and document by document you have to attach and then finally pay the fees. The fees of this super visa and the fees of biometrics, because without biometrics no visa is guaranteed in Canada. So to pay the fees, roughly 8 to 10,000 rupees of biometrics and the visa fees. We did all of this on 7th. By 7th we did all of this. And okay, I have not signed in. I'll not sign in right now, but we did it by 7th of November, and on 8th of November we got the biometrics letter. Now biometrics instruction letter is a letter which you have to take to the visa application center, which is VFS Global all across the globe. It is VFS Global apart from Canada, of course, and you have to submit your biometrics, that is fingerprints, and then your visitor visa application actually starts getting processed. Before you submit your biometrics, it does not starts getting processed. Now in India, the VFS is not open for visitors visa. As of now, it is not open. In our particular case, we visited Dubai and submitted the biometrics in the month of January 2021. On 25th of January, one day before Republic Day in India, on 25th of January we submitted the biometrics, and then the processing actually starts. However, I can tell you a shortcut through this. If you cannot go to Kathmandu in Nepal or Dubai in UAE to submit biometrics, and since the visitor visa applications, the biometrics are not open, you can expedite the entire process by getting to this particular email. Let me just check this particular email. Write down this particular email ID: ircc.covid-travel exemptions devoyage covid.ircc@cic.gc.ca. You have to write a mail to this small email ID, and you have to mention the details of your parent. That means the parent is writing on his behalf only, his or her name, date of birth, whether the application is in process, it is applied online, what is the UCI number. This will be issued, an application number, this will be issued after you apply, after you make the payment. Their passport number, the reason of travel, the dates of travel, and the proof that they're traveling and visiting their child, so relationship proof. All of this should be sent to this particular email ID in order to expedite the process. They usually take 14 business days to give you a reply. They usually approve the application within 14 days. In our case, they approved within 8 to 10 days. Hence, the visa was issued by 16th of February. This is the date. This is how a PG1 visa looks. PG1 visa looks like this, and PG1 visa means a parent-grandparent visa where they can travel for a period of up to 2 years on each entry. I hope this was helpful to you, and if you like this video, I request you to give it a thumbs up. And for more such content, if you want how to write down these invitation letter, or how to write down the purpose of travel letter, what documents to attach, how to apply for express entry, any other information, if you want more videos on this, please write it in the comment section below, and I hope to see you in the next video. Till then, peace out.